Well, hello there, and welcome back to Freeform Disney. I'm Jeremy, and it is finale time. What if, well, Season 1 will finish tonight. I mean, we already know there's a Season 2 coming. Whether that's next year or 2023, heck if I know, but we do know there's a Season 2. Let's see, hello there to Special Light, hello there to Mikhail, hello there to Jurassic Boy Carter, hello there to Lisa, and hello there to Darscal. Welcome everyone. Lots of people coming in for the finale here tonight, right? I said, gotta go ahead and watch that. So, this one will be What If Ultron Lost, right? Follow it up. Let's see. Special Light says, think it'll be 40 minutes or longer. Got a lot to go ahead and do. I imagine we'll have a little bit of getting the gang together here at the beginning as we watch our different people get in there. After all, we got to go grab some of the other members, which I assume Captain Carter will be one. Because again, we had the shot of Captain Carter and our other Doctor Strange going ahead and talking way back in the trailer. So, sounds like a decent possibility we'll be seeing a pretty good group coming together. And heck, we got that Gamora poster too, so we should be seeing her pop up. We got a good few people, right? Just a few. And, well, we shouldn't have too much longer to wait. I mean, they've been dropping them pretty regularly at 10 till the hour. So, a little over a minute, right? Should be pretty quick indeed. Get this up and ready. So everyone else has their Disney Plus up and ready, I hope. So when the time comes, you'll pop it up on your side, I'll pop it on mine, I'll count you in, and I'll have a timer over my head. Hey, and hello there to Carter Williams. Has it finally dropped? No, probably just over a minute away. They are pretty good at clockwork at dropping them at about 10 before the hour, so almost. We'll be there quite shortly. Quite shortly, I'm sure. So here's hoping this ends up being, the best episode of the season. Let's hope they pull it all together and really have their writing top notch on this one and know their characters and where they're going with this. Here's hoping. It has definitely been an interesting season. Definitely highs and lows throughout the season. And as I said, probably depends on who you are as to which ones for sure you go ahead and determine are your highs or lows. I mean, I've heard different lists from different people, just, just what I've run into. So, yeah. I don't think there's any one agreed upon list as to what the favorites and least favorites are. That's for sure. Hey, hello there to Chosen Nightwolf as well. What's up? Finale time, that's what's up. Me, that's what I'm up. Anybody else, depending on whatever the heck time of day or night or morning it might be, wherever in the world you are. I said, certainly for some of you, it's probably middle of the night. I said, if you're Eastern, North, or South America, that's going to go ahead and do that for you. Or, hey, afternoon, if you're Lisa right there. Nice. Makes a nice time for the new stuff to pop up onto Disney Plus. That works out well. That definitely works nicely. Chosen Nightwolf. In Disney time right there. I'm calling it Disney time because Disney uses specific standards / daylights. And hey, we've got our new episode, What If the Watcher Broke His Oath? Which looks like it will be one of the longest episodes. It looks like our Doctor Strange ends up taking the record for the longest of Season 1. So everybody go ahead and get that episode up and ready. And then everybody go ahead and I'll get my headphones on because it won't do any bloody good if I can't hear it now, will it? That would make it a little hard. Okay. So, as usual, let me know in the chat right away if you've got any problem. Otherwise, I'm going to assume that everybody is good and we will get rocking on into the episode. I will see you afterwards, Scal. And I'm seeing some people say they're ready, and I'm not hearing anything else. So, okay, everybody, on the count of 3, let's start it up. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Lisa, you said you're subbing up there. Oh, how nice. Well, welcome indeed. Your new favorite reactor. Well, I'm honored. Thank you. Oh, Chosen Nightwolf, you said yours isn't up yet. Sorry, I just started up. But hey, it's just the title sequence, so hurry up and dash it in there, and there's the timer so you can sync it up. One last time for a while hearing this right here. There's Haley Atwell's name, as said, amongst other people popping into here. Chadwick's name once more, I was hoping. By the way, interesting that Michael B. Jordan's name pop in here, too. Amongst other people. Kurt Russell's name even in here? Interesting. Oh, Lisa, you don't have Disney Plus. Oh, ouch. Hopefully you have some other way of acquiring it. Hopefully. Oh, and Scal, your Disney Plus crashed. Ouch. What if? Or, what the hell is that? Oh, jeez. Speaking of continuing, just completely duplicating this. Now we're Winter Soldiering now. So if I watch at F movies, I won't be able to watch the stream. Ooh. Well, I said, I can't tell you what to do on that one. Just gotta make it work however we do. Oh, what, Miko, you talking about Bartok the Jumper back there? Yeah. Bartok the Leaper? Is it Leaper? Why do I feel like this is the episode that got delayed, huh? You, all the people from the previous episodes. That piece from the trailer. Yeah. Ah, yes. Chosen I was the sleeper. I said jumper first. Hello there to Nick Animatez. Animatez, probably. Animates? I think. What an interesting set of people to combine, considering. But yeah, the Gamora piece must be the delayed episode. Bum. And, one set of them. Watcher's like, yeah, actually, I've got a set of stones for every one of you here because I grabbed them from some different universes. Yeah, interesting pieces of what we lost from her episode there. Huh? So we get hints toward it. Have to be a little more eloquent there, huh? Uh, didn't want to keep that animated the whole time through, huh? What? This is. Oh, you're gonna watch the stream before watching. You said it's not over on your F movies yet. I can't show a bit of it now. That I cannot do. Actually, for two reasons, but no. Even if I could, then I worry about running into a copyright takedown or whatever else. So, nope. It's even worse on the audio side of it, but yeah. Also, I have to use something other than Chrome because Chrome it'll just show a black screen actually if I tried showing it anyway. I mean, I can show you. See, that's what it ends up looking like even if I tried sharing it right now. Just a big black box. It's like I think Firefox can, Chrome can't, but that's inside baseball for anyone that actually cares. This really feels like we're trying to play a little with recreating the Thanos fight that we had back over in Infinity War. It's kind of a bit of the feel I get here. With some variations, of course. Yeah, just go rewind some time there, bud. That'll take care of it. You'll have your soul stone back. Here's our zombie universe. One of the ones we hadn't tossed in yet. So now we're at 7 of our previous episodes, because, well, not, no. We're at 7 out of, because really one of them wasn't an episode we got to see. So 5 plus the zombies, we're at 6. And we, of course, haven't gone ahead and seen Clint or Natasha from the last one yet. They should pop up soon. Trying to think off the top of my head who we're missing. You said, can I send a link? Not sure what you want to link to. All right. At least if you, I mean, I'm watching it on Disney Plus, so if you're looking for it somewhere else, I mean, you're gonna have to go ahead and find that link yourself because I don't have it. So yeah, if you're talking Disney Plus, I mean, that's the link for Disney Plus, but I don't think it'll do you a lot of good right there. Not if you're saying you don't have it. Can he still destroy him without the Soul Stone, though? I love the don't give him a chance to think. The problem is, not only is he a computer robot in the first place, even before he had the vision body, which means he can think way faster than your attacks can come, but in the vision body, I imagine it's magnitudes worse. So, comparatively, everything you're doing is in incredible slow motion to him, or it should be. But that's not something we really did with Vision or really showed either, so it's a different matter. Yeah, I mean, the time stone, yeah, good thing to use at some point there. Dang, if only he had faked out a soul stone and just had like an explosive sitting in it so he plugs it in, blows up. Fun to see Strange with all of his other beings that he incorporated into himself, shall we say. La la la. If I can speak. Nah, too much time left in the episode still. Nah, this shot. Fun shot. Speaking of technobabble, that doesn't seem to really add up to much. Ah, your crusher doesn't work to destroy these stones because they were from a different universe. But don't worry, my stones work perfectly fine in this universe. If only when they had him dead to rights, they just like grabbed each of the stones off him. I mean, might have worked. It's a fun romp bringing all our characters back together, though, right? I mean, if anything, as far as this episode's concerned, if there's one thing that I'll say at this point I wished existed in here, it's probably the same thing I've said all season long. I wish it was longer. I wish we really had time for the characters to interact with each other and come together in that kind of sense, because there would be some fun interactions between these characters. But as I said, one of those we just don't have the time for it. Oh geez, why was I saying Clint? Yes, we did kill Clint off. Anyway. Maybe because my head canon had problems with it. Can we see them eating shawarmas at the end? I want shawarma. Where is the Watcher during all of this, by the way? What the heck is he up to? Cool. Sounds good there, Lisa. Back to, yeah. Here's the one world we didn't go ahead and deal with from our previous episodes, right? Amongst other people that were lost. Yee. Cool. Well, we in a manner of speaking, got a preview of the episode that we didn't get to see, too, while we're at it. It's intriguing that, however things got delayed, that they were able to finish out and make sure they got their focus onto the final 2 episodes here, make sure their finale was done, and, well, still leaving that character in, even though the episode got delayed over to season 2. So, bravo on finishing out your season. A happy ending. Right? Let's see. Scal, 7 out of 10 for you. Lisa, what country am I in? United States over here, personally, but good luck. I said people from plenty of different countries here in this stream, though. I know that. Certainly this was in the upper half of the episodes of the season, I think, as I'm thinking about them. It's like a worthy enough finish. Seven. Oh. 6 out of 10, maybe. Yeah, I feel more on the 6. 5.5, something like that, you know? Better than the midway point, you know, or anything like that, but... Well, Scal, we agree on that. Not that I didn't like this one or anything, but did it feel rushed? Yes, 100% agreed, and the final battle definitely could have been a bit better. I think, again, the biggest casualty of it being rushed, I think, really was not getting to see the payoff of all of these different characters interacting with each other, which I think really would have been nice. I mean, we got to see them interact a little, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying not at all, but there was so much more to mine in that. Now, if they chose to use Season 1 as a whole build to a multiversal event like that, what in the world are they going to do with Season 2? Feels like they blew their wad on the first season right there. It'll be another threat to the entire multiverse. It's like I'm not sure where they go with that one exactly. Let's see. Let me jump further. Chosen Nightwolf, liked it. Definitely fitting into the first season, you say, and looking forward to 2. Well, it's good, by the way, good. I liked it. Definitely seemed fitting given where they were going for an end to Season 1. As for Season 2, I could take it or leave it right now. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at on a second season of this one. I wouldn't lose any sleep over not having a second season. Put it that way. Star Miko. Yeah, it's canon. And no, it's as far as I'm concerned, it's certainly not bad that you wish it's not. I wish it wasn't too. But we were told it was canon. I mean, they could decanonize it, I suppose. One of the comments I've made is I feel like doing this is going to create tiers to canon. All the live action is going to be like the true canon. And then I don't know if it'll just create all animated into a sub-canon or just the What If series. Who knows? They're talking about doing other animated stuff, so I don't know. But again, there's so much that the live action, if they're going to use any of it, is going to have to retcon things or work other ways around it because they played so fast and loose here in What If, with both characterization, timelines, the way the worlds work, etc., that it'll be really messy. And I don't like the tiering of the canon that way. Don't get me wrong. The MCU has retconned things already in the past. It certainly has done so. But in doing so, it never made anything else a sub-canon kind of piece, shall we say. Even as much as we've changed things from Incredible Hulk, for instance, still, that movie is considered to be canon. The events in it are still considered to be canon. Even if we've completely changed the nature of the character, everything else, heck, etc., etc. So, yeah. Scal got a bit excited when Killmonger got the stones. To be honest, I didn't. I disliked that move. It felt like a way to throw away some of that, really, on Killmonger. Yeah. It felt like we're going to go cliche, hey, Killmonger's a bad guy, let's go ahead and have him get the stones. That was my feeling on it, so I didn't like it. And also, now he's permanently out of his own universe and will never... Not that I necessarily trust where they'd go with it, but we'll never get to see a follow-up to that because he's not in his own universe anymore. Let alone how the heck we're going to talk about him having gotten the suit and being able to grab all that. We'll ignore all that one. But, yeah, it's not one of my preferred things as to how things went. Hey, Scal, don't know whether to be mad or just disappointed. At least it ended on, a more positive episode as far as the show was concerned. So, as I said, because I do think it would be in the top half of the 9 episodes. That's my feeling. I have to rethink it through. Let's see. Because if I'm looking at them, that would probably be... Yeah. It's right around 4 or 5 for me, as far as the season's concerned. So, roughly upper half. Just taking a look at it. Well, hello there to Jeremy Stevens. Hello. Your new favorite MCU show. See? That's it. All across the spectrum right there. That's it. Definitely. And as I've said before, I have no problem with anyone who has a completely different opinion to me. As I said, I'm not going to, I'm sure there are people that think it was absolutely abhorrent and had no redeeming qualities, and there are people who absolutely loved it and thought there were no flaws and everything in between. I'm sure the whole spectrum exists out there. So, wherever on that spectrum you lie, that is perfectly good. Part of the fun of art right there. Scal, you don't like most of it, but not all of it. Yeah, I hear you. I'm more on that page. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed, the T'Challa being Star-Lord. Definitely enjoyed it. It's Doctor Strange episode. Grew on me more, too. I mean, I enjoyed it the first time, but it grew on me more the second time I saw it. The Killmonger episode. Definitely enjoyed that one. I said that was definitely one of the best they had there on how they played that one out. I mean, I think the Captain Carter one played it too safe and also didn't have time. I think that was my my biggest issue I had with the first one. The third one, I mean, I know some people really loved it. It was just kind of a middling one for me. It didn't really rise to that spot for me, and nor was it something I disliked either. I enjoyed the third one, but can't say a lot more. The zombies, well, I had some issues with how they went about it. Thor, don't get me started on that one. Don't get me started on Party Thor. Yeah. So yeah, it's here and there. Scal. Yeah. I understand the worry there. I said I don't hear anyone calling you a hater there. I said everyone's able to have their own opinions. Chosen Nightwolf. Actually, your first exposure to the What If universe. I can't say as I've ever read the comics it was based on myself. So, yeah, I certainly know there was a comics. I'm not sure how close any of this actually goes to the comics. Because, of course, the MCU has rolled out differently than the comics would have done so with things like the Avengers anyway. So I assume it's more inspired by, although maybe some of the stories are more directly adapted. As I said, I don't know the excuse me. I don't know the answer on that one, but that's my guess. Scal. Oh, yes. Party Thor reminds you of something you purposely forgot and pulled out of your mind. Yeah. Oh, 100% hear you there. Yep. What can you do, though? What can you do? So, yeah. I mean, unsurprisingly, we brought everything back together at the very end. And brought all of our characters back in there, including Gamora, who we didn't get to see the episode of. And ended by touching the one last episode that, well, they didn't really have anybody to pull out of there, considering they killed everybody off in that one. And you could have brought Fury over, I suppose, but that's about the extent of what you could have done on that one. So, yeah. Will I say they played fast and loose here in the finale as well? Oh, very much so. Did they think things through well enough? Of course not. But that's par for the course for the show. Par for the course. So, that's it. It's more enjoy it as it goes, right? Try to enjoy it. Try not to worry too much about all of those other pieces. And imagine it's not canon. It becomes a lot more enjoyable then. Yeah, it's not canon. It's just a fanfic. What if they just slapped it together here? Imagine somebody slapping it together. They've got 24 hours to go ahead and put something together for the story and how it works. And hey, the whole thing feels a lot better if you go ahead and put that in your head for what's going on. But, yeah. One thing I'm sad, though. I mean, there you go. That's it for Chadwick Boseman at this point, huh? So we've now heard his final performance, because that's it. He had some good performances in here, by the way. Some good performances in these pieces. I mean, his episode, yeah. And we got a pretty good bit of him back over in the What If a Zombie episode as well. And he even appeared in our Killmonger one during that dream sequence. What do you call it? It's not really a dream. I don't know. We'll call it astral plane, something of that nature. So, yeah. And then here. So it was really nice getting some more Chadwick Boseman performances. Let's see. Chosen Nightwolf. What do I do when I'm not doing this? Everything else in life. Everything else, that's for sure. Scout. Don't get you wrong. Let's see. You love some of the stuff in there, like Captain Carter. Yeah, no kidding. Me too. Sadly, never see it, but would have loved to see T'Challa Star-Lord in live action. Yeah, that would have been fun. Would have been fun. That's an interesting question, Mako. Yeah, you could have put a little in loving memory thing. I think you would have done it actually at the beginning of the T'Challa episode, actually, if they were going to do it that way. That's a good question. I suppose, if anything, it's probably because the upcoming, well, sequel to Black Panther is probably going to deal more directly with it. So maybe that's more the reason, is that they'll touch on it there in a more direct way, and they'll probably dedicate that movie to him. So maybe that's the reason for not putting one in here somewhere. It's a good question, though. Considering his actual final performances are in here. Huh. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I said I would have put it on episode 2, though, the one that was T'Challa's episode specifically. Yeah, good point. Didn't even think about it, to be honest, but yeah. Chosen Nightwolf, definitely. 100% Chadwick will be missed. As I said, most certainly, as I said, his performances, as Black Panther, as T'Challa, were impressive. The other work he's done, impressive. I mean, all the other work he might have otherwise ended up doing. And, of course, everyone else he would have touched in his life, so. Yeah. Definitely a horrible loss right there. Every loss is, but. Yeah. Scal. Going back on that track, yeah. You say Ultron built up as a big threat and defeated in 7 minutes. Yeah. I mean, if we make the assumption that all of these are like 2-hour movies condensed to a half hour, at least in that sense, it would have taken him half an hour to defeat him then. So, at least there's that. But yeah. I mean, I don't feel like picking it apart right now. I could, but it's just not what I feel like doing at the moment. It's hardly my only issue with some of how we went about it, though. But still, the team up was enjoyable enough, and it's a decent enough way to go and close out the season. Okay. With all of that said, it's going to be a little bit until we have more Marvel now, because we're going to get a couple weeks off here. We will get something in the not overly distant future. That's when we go ahead and have our assembled episodes, which will be coming in late October. So 2 weeks from now, we will have... Excuse me. That one went in the mic. So I guess really, it's only 1 week off, isn't it? I guess it's not that long, really. But anyway, 2 weeks from now, we'll have the behind the scenes of Black Widow. So we'll get the Black Widow assembled. Week after that, we'll go ahead and have the What If assembled, so we'll get to see the behind the scenes on What If, but we'll have to wait 3 weeks from today for that one. So a little while till we get our follow-up here to What If. And then after that, well, we have, about another week off, I think, and then we jump into, about one more week off, and then we jump into Hawkeye. So on and on we roll. Let us see. Let's see. Scal. Only thing in your mind at the moment is why they didn't do this instead. Oh, sorry. Maybe it was the piece right before. So I'm looking at that. Oh, did they dedicate one of the prior episodes? Okay. Cool. Okay. That makes more sense. My brain was thinking they hadn't or something, so cool. Cool. Okay. Scal, I'm not sure exactly what you're saying. You said the only thing going through your head at the moment is why they didn't do this instead. Go ahead and elaborate on that. I'm not sure what you mean specifically in there. Miko, you'd think we'd have Miss Marvel. I mean, we all thought we would have Miss Marvel coming up this year, but no. No, it ended up getting delayed. I mean, I still think they haven't officially even come out and confirmed it's delayed, but it has. It looks, again, my theory on it is because things got backed up, Hawkeye had to stay because it had the holiday theming around it, so it had to stick around that time slot, so that way Miss Marvel got bumped back to next year. But I still don't think I've necessarily heard them officially say it, but point being, that's what's going on there, so we'll go ahead and catch it next year sometime, probably early next year if I had to make a guess. I assume it won't get bumped into any weirder patterns, so it'll probably be the first MCU show of next year. Yes, and Black Widow being up and available over on Disney Plus. Whoop whoop. For, without the $30 charge on top of it. So definitely enjoy your Black Widow. If you haven't gotten to see it yet, well worth seeing. And definitely you should probably see it before Hawkeye. Just saying. Or if you have seen it, who knows, a refresher before watching Hawkeye might not be the worst. And hello there, Mikhail. Very good show. Good. Glad you enjoyed. The only reason you'd want a season 2 is to get a Marvel Star Wars crossover. I don't think they'd ever do it. Just saying. Whether there are people that would want it or not is a different matter than whether they think they'd do it. I don't think they would. And to be honest, I wouldn't want What If to do it. If they were ever going to do a non-canon kind of crossover for the fun of it, again, let it be a good story. Something that somebody really has a reason and a compelling reason to do so. Yeah, that's not redundant at all. Someone has a really compelling, good reason, good story behind it, good plot, etc. And I don't trust What If for that. Forgive me, but I don't. But would I find it fun to see a non-canon crossover? Yeah, sure. Let's see what you were trying to say, that there's so many other ways it could have... Yeah, of course. 100%. I agree. Definitely there are other ways they could have made the last one better. Sure. Chosen Nightwolf does not want to see a Marvel Star Wars crossover. Yeah. To each their own. To each their own. As I said, I'm one of those, find a good compelling reason to do so, I'm there. In a non-canon way. But I would never want to see it in canon. Yeah, Scal, I know. That, quote-unquote, I wouldn't say they teased it. I think that's the wrong way of looking at it, in my opinion. Whether we want to say that the Vader castle is there and that is, yes, there's a lot of things that we can say it looks like it, blah, blah, blah. Even then, that's an Easter egg to make something look like it. I suppose it's another issue of calling What If canon when it really comes to it. They wanted to toss an Easter egg because they love Star Wars and blah, blah, blah. That's what it seems like. That's hardly an Easter egg toward them actually teasing that they actually will do something. I wouldn't take it that direction, though. So. But who knows, maybe they will. Heck if I know for sure. That's one thing I can say. Is that I do not know. Okay. So yeah. So 2 weeks, pop back. We'll get to go see behind the scenes on Black Widow. 3 weeks from today, we'll get to go ahead and pop back, go behind the scenes on What If. And as I said, then that's where we're going to get a good few weeks off. Well, actually, kind of. I mean, we won't be streaming or anything, but the Turtles will come out. That just isn't something I'll be able to stream with you, of course. But that will be coming out in that little interim in between. It's just why there's a bigger gap there. Otherwise, there wouldn't really be much of a gap going on. Because that's going to be... Yeah, that's just the week right after we get our behind the scenes on What If, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's going to be the week right after. And then we'll get our Eternals. Then we'll have 2 weeks off. Unless they decide to drop that Eternals Assembled. But considering how they shifted Black Widow Assembled back as far as they did, I imagine we'll get similar things on everything else. They'll wait till after Shang-Chi goes ahead and is available for everyone up on Disney+. They'll wait for Eternals to do that too. I'm guessing that's how they'll play the Assembleds on the movies. Miko, why is the show rated 12 and over? Mature themes, maybe? Who knows? Who bloody well knows? Mature themes. Action, comic violence. Who knows? Something like that. If I had to make my guesses. Maybe it's just a bit of CYA covering their asses and putting it there just in case. So that way, hey, nope, we said 12 and over. It's about as much as I'd read into it. Ratings are a mess anyway in that sense. After all, you can get demonetized for saying an F word, but hey, if you want to go ahead and say frack or frell or whatever else and mean the exact same thing, that's perfectly fine. And hey, if you say them in a movie, that'll start bumping your rating really fast. So, ratings are a crazy haphazard mess. Scal, you said your reaction when the show gets season 2 announced for next year, you were hoping for Kenobi? Different universes, right? That's our Star Wars. Can't wait for our Kenobi next year. I said, they're with bells on, right? Where the heck does that phrase come from? With bells on. That's an old phrase from somewhere. Probably far, far older than me, if I had to make a guess. Definitely. Well, so, anywho, as far as live streaming through Marvel, I'll catch you all in 2 weeks. And then 3 weeks for What If. So, yeah. And month and a half, we'll get to go ahead and start up through Hawkeye. And, I have big hopes there. It looks like a ton of fun. Some of the characters we're bringing in. Oh yeah. Definitely looking forward to that. Okay. Some love for Dune and hope to see it coming up. Me too. Can't wait to go ahead and see it eventually. Have not seen it myself yet. So, yeah. Okay, everyone. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign on off here at this point. So, with that said, let me say the usual to all of you, which is to have a magical day. And may the Force be with you. For all time, always.